This is JC bringing you another raw story, and this one just frosts my cookies. There's no way that they can arrest a federal judge who is working with an illegal alien on a charge in her courtroom because she's acting officially. And this bullshit arresting her for helping an immigrant avoid arrest is just absolute horse shit. I'm going to let you listen to it, and then you can tell me what you think.
Arrested judge turns tables on Trump with bold claim citing president's case. Published by Raw Story. Wisconsin Judge Hannah Duggan is moving to have the federal charges against her thrown out, and she's citing the very ruling that gave President Donald Trump a presumption of immunity. Duggan, who was arrested earlier this year after Trump administration officials alleged she helped Eduardo Flores Ruiz, a Mexican immigrant in her courtroom on unrelated charges, attempt to escape from federal arrest, was formally charged this week with concealing a person from arrest and obstruction of proceedings. According to NBC News, lawyers representing Duggan wrote in response that the whole case was invalid due in part to Trump's win at the Supreme Court last year as he sought to undermine federal charges against him for interfering in the 2020 election. The problems with this prosecution are legion, but most immediately, the government cannot prosecute Judge Duggan because she is entitled to judicial immunity for her official acts, wrote her legal team. Immunity is not a defense to the prosecution to be determined later by a jury or court. It is an absolute bar to the prosecution at the outset. The lawyers explicitly cited the decision by the Supreme Court in Trump v. United States, which held that a president has a presumption of immunity for official acts. The attorneys focused on the Supreme Court's holding that, in dividing official from unofficial conduct, courts may not inquire into the president's motives. Because Duggan's instructions within her courtroom constituted official conduct, they concluded, Judge Duggan therefore has both immunity from conviction and immunity from prosecution. Even leaving this argument aside, legal experts who have studied the case believe it to be flimsy on the merits. Wisconsin Elections Commission Chief Ann Jacobs noted in a lengthy analysis of the government's complaint that, far from obstructing the arrest of Flores Ruiz, the jury door she ordered him to go through actually led directly into a hall full of federal agents capable of arresting him, and those agents chose not to do so until much later, when Flores Ruiz and his attorney were already on their way out of the building.
Here you go. Take that, Donald Trump. And fuck you, Donald Trump. You cannot have a federal judge arrested for performing official acts in her courtroom. So fuck you again. This is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie, saying Poxmore, Jack, keep on trucking.